Welcome. Good evening. My name is North Mage 12, and I am here on Warframe. So, I've been seeing a lot of comments within the regional chats and the Q&As in Warframe about understanding how a weapon or what you should build a weapon for. So, what I'm doing is I'm doing a real quick live, just real quick. We're going to do a breakdown of what you need to know about a weapon and what to base it off of predominantly and how to base it off of. So, as you know, in Warframe, we have three categories of weapons, like you do most open world games. You have your primary, your secondary, and your melee. So, and you can justify what you need um, by what that weapon is capable of doing and what you want it to do. So, the real easy thing is, so I'm actually going to come here to the Stella. If you're wondering who this gun is for Gara. Um, Gara Prime, Stella Prime will be Gara Prime's main weapon. So we're going to look at this weapon. This is base stats, mind you, base stats. Now, when I talk about damage and what we're looking for two things: your normal damage and your radial attack. So when you look here, you want to look at right here, right off the bat. You're going to look at, so is this a crit chance or a crit multiplier? Well, one, this is a crit chance weapon, not a crit multiplier, because the multiplier is a very low compared to your crit chance. Second, you're going to look at it, is it a status weapon and what kind of status? Mind you, this is what's considered a dual stat weapon. And when I talk about dual stat weapons, I mean under the aspect of, as you would say, like, so the primary damage is your status is impact. So this is a impact weapon, but it is also puncture and slash. Now, you can do this gun off of one of two. You can either go for your status of the normal damage, which is impact, or you can do it as a status of slash. Now, what do I mean? Why would I say slash? And I'm going to say slash over impact for the simple fact that if you look at this, your impact is only at 70%. But when you come down here, your slash is at 78. So this gun is designed more for a slash-based damage than impact or puncture damage. I will show you the difference between that here in a second on melee. A lot of you would be amazed on the melee side. So what we're going to do is we're going to base this mainly as a, you would want to go with this weapon as a slash-based weapon. So you would want to put mods that actually help your slash base. And that can be anything. And we'll go over here to my build from my Estella and make it easier to show you now. And then I'll do the same thing for my other weapon. So this is my flash base and how mine is done. Now, come over here and you see this is what I have. Now, Mind you, you might, as a new player, you're probably not going to have Prime Point Blank. It has not dropped yet. I will say that now. It has not dropped yet. So I can make this gun even stronger if I mod it out and put this right here. I can. So what I'm running here is I'm running mainly as you can tell, I'm running a radiation build with slash. Mind you, I don't have it maxed out. I'd have to put like probably 3 Foreman, probably about 3 Foreman in this to get it down to where I can put charged shell in. But the basic idea here is you are trying to find things that amplify. Now, mind you, I don't have anything here helping my flash. I will show you how to deal with that right now. So, say we want to build right here. It may drop my firing rate, but it increases my slash. And there it is. Shredder is for slash base. So you put shredder on, increases it by 30%. Now, on top of that, I do have radiation builds. So I am sitting here like this with shell shock. I have blaze, and I have scattering inferno. Dual stat mods to help accommodate that. Vigilant armaments gives me plus 60% multi-shop, plus Hell's Chamber for another 120%, which I'm getting pretty much 180% multi-shot. Plus, I'm running, like I said, I'm running Prime Point Blank, which gives me 165% damage. And if I wanted to, actually, instead of friggin' running that, I'd probably put Prime Charge Shell on here, which is 165% electricity. Which, to be honest with you, if I put that on there, it would make this gun way higher than what I really use it for. I use it based off its slash, and this runs with my necro for slash damage when I do my. There is multiple ways that you can do a weapon, as you can see with my mods. This is why I run Prime Point Blank, because Point Blank only does 90% damage extra, and this gives me 165. So right here, this is how this is my build. So pretty much, I am giving my weapon a status, four statuses pretty much: impact, radiation, puncture, and slash. This is a slash base status weapon, so I put slash on with higher in the radiation side, because that means it cuts through the shield, plus it cuts in to the health immediately. It goes through the shield, it weakens the shield, burns the armor, and it can also go straight to health because of radiation and all that. So, this is that part right there. Pretty simple and all that. Now let's go over and look at it in another aspect of how I mean by weapons that are different. And the two that I can show like the best is the Broken War and the war itself. So we're going to look at the war first. And the main reason we're going to look at the war is because I want you guys to look at this and go, oh, okay. So this helps you out a little bit better. So the war is a very good weapon to a point of what you need it to do. It is an impact-based weapon, status weapon. even though it has puncture and slash with it. Again, like I'm explaining, as you see, out of the three numbers, this is a impact weapon because impact is higher than the other three. This makes it an impact weapon. Now, if you're wondering, well, ain't that just the full version of the Broken War? Yes. Now, as the war is a impact weapon, we'll go back up here to the Broken War. The Broken War is a slash-based weapon. This is a slash-based weapon. So you would build the Broken War for slash-based attacks. Crit chance. So you want to have something with good crit chance ability, plus with high slash. Now, like I said, I have both weapons. I build them for what they're designed to do. Impact is mean to pop something and actually knock it back. You want to make sure, let me say this, you want to make sure you're building the weapon properly. Because if you're not, the weapon's not going to do what it's supposed to do. Go over here. I could show you a good one here. Archoplasma. A good thing to show you here. This is not a crit chance weapon. This is a status weapon. Definitely not a crit multiplier. This is a status weapon. So it already comes with radiation. Already. It is automatically a radiation gun. You can't change that. You can, but it's really hard. So I'm actually going to show you my build. Base build that you're getting is only 600 radiation. So that's 600 damage. Plain simple. That's it. I'm actually going to show you my build so that you understand what modding means when it comes to a weapon. Mind you, I have four formulas in this. This is my build for my Archoplasma. So, with everything that I have, all of this, you look at this and it comes up and you're like, well, wait a minute, something looks different off the bat. Off the bat, I'm already throwing 2,000 damage more. I'm throwing almost 12,000 damage more out than what most people are. This takes shotgun mods and all that. This right here would be what my... Now, I could take Vicious Spread off and all that. I could take Vicious Spread off and we could look for another one that accommodates this gun. But would that hurt my health, my damage output? Yes. Even though it's a status, Vicious Spread gives me plus damage. So we're looking for the damage output. Here, I'm putting a lot of damage out. A lot. So I run Hell's Chamber. I run Primed Point Blank, Blaze, Vicious Spread, Scattering Inferno, Incendiary Coat, Vigilante Armaments, and Prime Charge Shell. Now, mind you, multi-shot gives me more status and all that. So, and then you have plus 90% damage. Now, you have a 60% status chance. plus 90% damage there. Another 120 multi-shot. That is how they're coming up with a total combined damage from all listed damage types and multipliers. So if you pay attention to what you're seeing here, with everything I'm running, I'm kicking out over 33,000 damage with, like, when I fire one shot, I am actually shooting almost 3 rounds at once without using my own. Each projectile has its own chance to apply critical stance. So projectiles fire per shot without consuming additional ammo, 2.8. So I'm throwing 2.5 shots per barrel out. So you look at that 33,000, that's multiplied by 2.8. So that's where you come up with the 33,000, because you're almost, now this, compared to another gun that I run, another shotgun I have, this one's okay. Another one I could show you, which can give you a better idea and everything, is my Tigris Prime. Do not be like sitting there going, what in the world? Same thing. I run radiation and viral on this gun. My multi-shot is 17.6. Okay? Mind you, this is my total damage. I drop 63,000 per pellet of the Tigris Prime. Mind you, when it comes to Tigris Prime is considered one of the top tier. Tigris Prime, they're considered one of the top tier shotguns in the game. Now, a lot of you probably like, well, that makes sense, but what master rank do I have to be to get the Tigris Prime? So, if all the weapons you've seen me show, they've all been pretty high. I mean, so regular Tigris, you can get at master rank 7. You can still build one heck of a gun. It is a status weapon, meaning it is a slash-based weapon. Tigris is a slash-based weapon, starting off with 1,050 damage. Tigris Prime is a slash-based weapon, starting off at 1,560. Adding all of my mods that I have on there, and by the base side weapon compared to how I do mine, my build is the base side of Tigris Prime is 62, like just under 62,000 below what mine is. So that shows you the potential of just a gun. You can just about get a Tigris. You'll miss the Tigris being just as strong as the Tigris Prime, just a little bit, because the slash and everything is a little bit lower, and you're 510 total damage below that. So just remember, you can build this weapon off of what all the mods I have, but your normal Tigris will still always be 510 below what your Tigris Prime would be. And the sad part is, it's a Mastery Rank 13 weapon. So for new players, work to get to your Tigris and stuff like that. That is the basic idea of how to understand what a weapon is and what it's good at doing. Um, so it's always based off of those three parameters. Is it an impact weapon? Is it a, well, actually four. Let me correct myself. Four. Is it an impact? Is it a puncture? Is it a slash? Or is it an elemental weapon? You have four parameters. And you are one of those four parameters is what you base it off of. You want to base it off of one of those four parameters. Is it a damage? What type of damage is it producing? Is it impact, puncture, slash, or is it an elemental? If it's elemental, you build it for elemental, meaning you get all the mods you can and put them for that, combine them, or take one of the two elements that's in it and boost that up so that it will make that element strong. And if you want to, whichever of the impact, puncture, or slash is which one of those three are higher, add that into the mix also, so you have a status, an elemental plus status built weapon. I hope this helps you out later through the gaming and everything. I will continue to do more. I will also run through Warframes, how I use them, and explain my builds on a lot of my Warframes so that we, and all that. But I would like to say thank you. Hey, if you enjoyed this presentation of explaining the weapons, hey, hit that sub and come back and let me know. I also stream on Twitch, same name, NorthMage12. Over there, I do live streams on there. So over there, you can ask me directly. So, and I do live streams here on YouTube once in a while. All depends on what game I'm playing. So until the next time, thank you very much. I hope this helps you out. And when it comes time for the next thing you're looking for, hey, just drop in and ask me. Do not have a problem explaining anything else. So until then, peace, everybody.